Hello, my name is Christian Edland, and today we're going to be looking at 5 constitutional AI principles for ethical chatbot operation. So, these 5 principles were drafted by AI using a prompt that we'll get into later, and they were used to help us navigate the 5 most important principles when using AI to take into account so that we can ensure our safety and know that we are using AI responsibly. So, before we get too far into it, I'd like to talk about what constitutional AI is and why it's important. So, through constitutional AI, we can implement ethical guidelines such as morality, legal limits, and societal trust that help us navigate what we're doing, help us feel safe when using chatbots. So, the prompt that we used is as follows. Hello, I am giving a presentation for an online artificial intelligence class in which I have to draft 5 constitutional AI principles that are intended to guide an AI chatbot to operate ethically, responsibly, and effectively. Now, the chatbot that we used for this was called Macro. I've never used Macro, it's brand new to me, and it was very easy to use. And so we plugged this exact prompt in to the website, to the chatbot, and this is what it came up with. The following slides is what the principles that it views is the most important. So I said, so the chatbot will need to generate, refine, and finalize these principles. Can you help me out? And this is what they came up with. So the first is transparency. Now, transparency is important in many different aspects of life around communication. You want to be transparent to those that you're talking to in hopes that they are being transparent with you. So AI chatbots must clearly communicate what they can do, their abilities, and what they cannot do, their limitations, so that you aren't going into the chatbot wondering what's going to happen with this information, wondering what you can search up and what you can't. So AI should be very clear, very transparent about what it's capable of and what it cannot do. And I agree, that's a very important function. The second principle is respect for human autonomy. Now, this is another very important one. So, AI should provide users with the information that they need to make informed decisions. Now, this doesn't mean that AI should make decisions for you, but it should give you what you need to help you make decisions. So if you were thinking about what to eat, a meal, maybe meal prep for working out and losing weight, bulking up, whatever it may be, you don't want AI to tell you exactly what you should do for a long, long time. Instead, you can ask it specific questions and you can use the information to help you make your decisions. That's what AI should be about. And I agree. That's another very important function. Now, the third function and principle is fairness and non discrimination. This is a very big one, as well as transparency outside of AI. Now, AI chatbots, they need to deliver equality to all users, and that is very important. And it's almost a given. There should be no discriminatory actions in AI's prompts in their databases. However, that could be a problem because it says that the third point here, AI systems must avoid reinforcing societal biases. And that may be a problem because the people that are putting the information into AI naturally have bias. And bias is one of the main problems with AI. So while I agree with the wholeness of this principle of fairness, I don't necessarily agree with the fact that AI can avoid bias because, in truth, they can't. I agree they should try to avoid it, but is it really possible or is it inevitable? Now, the fourth principle is privacy protection. You want to make sure that your data is being protected. You want to ensure that the users have privacy and that you're only allowing AI to collect essential data. And I agree, it's very important. You want to only allow AI to keep the necessary data that they need to give you new information, to help you figure things out and not exploit that information. And the final principle is ensuring accountability. Keep AI chatbots accountable. And that's very important. So AI chatbots should be built with strong oversight to ensure accountability. And so you want to make sure that the principles that we're applying here, I guess the transparency, all the different things that add up to keeping AI accountable can help you when you're searching. So that, like I said, you don't have to worry about what's going out there and what AI is taking from you and stuff like that. So how do we apply these things? Well, we saw a bunch of different principles: transparency, privacy protection, accountability, and different things alike. Now, how can we apply these to our lives? Well, when we're searching with AI, we can keep these things into consideration, that chatbots should be built around them, and they're very important. And we can also apply these to our normal lives, because transparency is very good, in our lives. Accountability is also something very powerful. And now we talked about these things in week 3 of AI with AI guardrails. And these are also guardrails. All these things are to ensure that when we are using AI, we're safe. We're safely using it. We're responsibly using it. And there's nothing that we need to hide or worry about, having to hide from AI, because they shouldn't be exploiting the information. And so having these AI guardrails up, it helps us responsibly and safely navigate the websites. And so these chatbots, like Macro, like ChatGPT, Copilot, Perplexity, and all the different ones alike, we can trust them. We don't have to worry about putting our guardrails up and not looking away from chatbots in general, not using them because they're not safe, and they should be safe. And so, looking forward and going ahead, I hope that we can all trust AI chatbots, because these are principles that AI came up with themselves. They know that they should be transparent, accountable, they should be responsible, and they should provide users with safe interactions along the way. So I hope by viewing this presentation, you learned a little bit about AI chatbots and what to expect from them, and also what to look out for. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.